Well, welcome back to Life on Cars today. And as you can see by the video, we are working on a lovely vintage Shell Motor Spirit 2-gallon petrol can today. This is the latest find for my petrol can collection. And I'm really pleased with this one for two reasons. Well, three. It's always good to find a can that you haven't already got. So I haven't got the Shell Motor Spirit can, so it's always good to have a different one for the collection. Second reason, look how lovely and straight this can is, considering the age of it. So it's 1949, this can. 74 years old. And there's just one there's a tiny little ding there. And there's hardly worth mentioning, a little ding there as well. But yeah, very straight. And the third reason is this is my first vintage 2-gallon can that appears to have the original paint still on it. And the reason I'm thinking that is where it's chipped off, you can clearly see that there isn't any other paint underneath. And it does look like an enamel paint, which is what these were. And just by the patina on it, I'm almost sure that this is the original paint on this can. So how do you date these? A lot of these have a date on the bottom. So I'll just bring you into the camera there. And you might be able to make out there that it says 1949. So yeah, a lot of them have a date on the bottom. If it's not on the bottom, then you need to look on the handle on either side. You sometimes find the date there. So yeah, it's not my oldest can, but it's certainly done well to last this long. So what's the plan today? What I want to try and do is I want to try and just gently clean this. There's obviously some paint splashes on it from storage. So hopefully those will come off. I don't know what with yet. I'm going to just have a play around and see what we can do to try a bit of car polish, etc., and see if we can just... And then we will tackle the cap as well and just see if we can bring that cap back to life a little bit. Get rid of some of that tarnished look. But the main thing's to just see if we can get rid of some of this splash paint and bring it up a bit. But I won't be painting this can. This one will be getting left as it is, just because of the fact that it's original paint. So let's get on with this and see what happens. I wonder if a bit of auto glim stuff. I wonder if a bit of that might do anything. Let's do a pass with this. Seems to be like there's a couple of different things going on this. So there's like a darker red sort of spillage, and then there's obviously the white, And then at the bottom there, I don't know if you can see, there's like some black paint as well, I think. So unfortunately, it looks like whatever paint it is, it's probably oil based, probably what you would use on a house, but maybe, which means it's going to be harder to get off. That looks like it might actually be chipped down to the metal there, unfortunately, under there. But no, that super resin's not really doing anything. Let's have a think about this. Got all the lotions and potions out now, so I'm just going to try a little bit of this G3. On some of the seems like a sticky gum, that on there. I might be taking a bit of that off, you know. I think it's definitely taken a bit of that strange darker stain off. Let's have a go at that for a bit longer with the G3. Yeah, so we had a bit of a white stain up here, which is gone just after a couple of minutes. And it looks like the G3 is working a little bit on the darker stain. It doesn't seem to be touching the white yet, but we'll keep passing it over, and then we'll see what happens. I might try work on that strange dark bit as well. Just going to spray a little bit of water on there, just because the G3 is quite harsh, just a bit of lubrication. Definitely bringing that sticky patch off bit by bit. But I think it's going to take some time. But it should be worth it, I think, if we can keep at it. I'd love them white bits to come off. And those black bits. Looks like I might have to resort to just very carefully chipping the thick bits of the white paint off with a sharp knife. So I've just discovered the back of the screwdriver is taking that darker stain off the top of the paint. Don't know what it is that's been spilt on there, but it's coming off. And then I think a bit of a polish, and that should blend in. It's like a lacquer or something. Imagine all them years being in a garage. Various things, projects have taken place in a garage. And the poor old petrol can's been in the line of fire a few times, I think. That's certainly getting that glue off and leaving the paint behind, so that's good. Right, we'll crack on a bit more with this, see if we can scrape some more of that off. This looks like it's just gonna flick off with the screwdriver, which is good. So I don't know what that is, but it's coming off. So I'm going to do a couple of passes with polish now, and then that's probably as far as I want to go on this side. If you ever get into these petrol cans and you do find one that's got its original paint on like this, I can tell you this is quite thin. The paint is really thin. It's tough, but it's thin, almost translucent in some places. I don't know what the process was for these, whether they were dipped or whatever, I don't know, back in the day, but to think this one survived with its original paint is quite remarkable, really. So having as much of it on as well. So yeah, let's give this a little polish over with a bit of G3. Just a little bit, and then I think I'll pass with some auto glue. Watch on And this is the worst side as well, so the other sides aren't as bad, I don't think. There's a bit of paint on the top which we need to get off. Excuse me. Let's get a bit of a shine to it now. Let's try a little bit of auto glim as a finishing touch. Tough for me this because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so it's hard to have to tell myself, Paul, it's not going to be perfect. Just try to preserve it. Don't go mad. How's that looking, folks? Better? It's got to be better on this. So the majority of the paint's come off, but we've still got similar to what we had on this side. We've got these strange dark marks here. Look. So I'm going to try the trick with the little screwdriver again and see if some of these will come off before we finish the top off with a polish. Well, a lot of those marks have come off, and we've just gone a little past with some G3 as well. So again, let's finish off with a bit of polish. And then a final buff. Alright, that's looking a little bit more cared for now. What do you think? Not looking bad at all. No, the top, is it? Alright, so far we've done the top and we've done this side as well. So I think time to have a little go on this side now. So this side is nowhere near as bad as what we were dealing with before. A couple of tiny dots of white which have just come off there. There are a few black spots, but I think I might just leave them, because going by the other side, the black must have been some kind of oil-based paint, because it doesn't seem to come off very easily. I don't really want to bring the paint off with it, so let's go and give this a real good buff with some G3 and polish, and then see what it looks like. Well, that's the first pass, and it's responded quite well. So I can still very faintly see a stain down the middle, so I think I'm going to give it another little pass. I'm just flicking a few of these little black bits of paint off. Unfortunately, they tend to nine times out of 10 it takes the paint off underneath. So I'm just going to stop doing that. But yeah, I don't know if you can see that on the video, but there is a bit of a stain still down the middle. So let's just have another pass with G3 and then a polish and see how it comes out. Well, there we go then. That's the best side, giving a damn good 2 lots of G3 and 2 lots of Autoglym Super Resin. And I'm really pleased with that. It's come out nice, hasn't it? So we've got the top done. We've got the back done. Or shall we call that the front, because the logo's the right way around. Front, back. So all that's left to do now is the 2 sides. So again, I think it's just a good old polish on these, just to get rid of that dullness that you can see on the side. So let's get that done. See where we go from there. Well, what are we thinking? So, I think that's probably about as far as I want to go tonight, but I'm really pleased with a couple of hours work there. Got a lovely shine. It's a lovely dark, deep maroony red, isn't it? The can. And yeah, I'm really pleased with that. It's come up really nice. Even managed to give the bottom a little clean as well. So Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you again soon for some more projects on Life on Cars. Take care now. Have a nice night.